Hello everyone, this is LJB Games, and today I'm going to be playing a game called My Happy Place by Dark Knife 15. Found this game on itch.io, and it looks like a liminal space horror game. And there's a lot of games like that on itch.io and the internet, but it's always neat to dive into some of the, I don't know, just like more interesting ones, I guess. This one it had that WEIRDCORE kind of aesthetic going on, of course, typical back rooms, but just the art on the games page got me interested, and I'm going to go ahead and play the game here, recording playback. Yeah, this is like more of what I'm looking for when it comes to these liminal space games. Like this one actually kind of feels like I'm in the picture itself. You can't walk off the sidewalk, but that's okay. Oh, yes you can. Yes you can. Nice. Got T-posed on by a chicken into the first minute of the game. Okay. Let's see what else we could find back here, if anything. Okay, just no clipped into back rooms, maybe. You don't need to know. Okay, I really don't need to know. Watch. Yeah, I love the WEIRDCORE thing that's going on. It's almost scarier when you, don't know what's on the other side of something. I was waiting for you. I don't know, just when a game's, more mysterious, it just could be a little scarier, in my opinion. Oh, okay, yeah, that wasn't a loading screen. I'm just straight up in the windows. Whoa. This game it really nails the feeling that these liminal space WEIRDCORE images give. I actually feel like I'm in this iconic photo right now. I don't know, I feel like sometimes a lot of that's lost in translation, but I feel like the developer here really did a good job of emulating the feeling of these spaces, what's inside. Saw that floating guy in the background earlier. Just the sense of scale too, this is how it would really feel to be in one of these spaces, I guess, or at least the way I've pictured it, where it's kind of that, almost has that megalophobia thing going on as well, because everything is so big. Okay, now I'm in some sort of apartment or building. Don't necessarily want to fall off that edge. Another one of these kind of iconic photos with the people floating and everything. There's a lot of callbacks to some of the iconic popular images, if you will, in this game. I know what you did. Atmosphere-wise, I feel like we need more liminal space horror games like this, where it just really focuses on the atmosphere and just the eeriness and mysteriousness of it. Because some of these backrooms games or liminal spaces games can get kind of gimmicky, and at a certain point for me, if it's I don't know, if it's I mean, obviously there's like some sort of entity here, but like when it's just like a giant monster chasing you, it's like it kind of loses the appeal for me. I'd rather have like, come on, the atmosphere is fine. Like I'd rather have like this distant, like shadowy background figure that you can never like quite interact with, that's always watching, rather than like, you know, just some straight up monster chase sequence, because then it kind of just loses the tension and becomes an action game at that point. I'm rambling, but those are just my thoughts on these kind of games in general. I remember it will be over soon. Do you really want to go? Guess not. Can't walk any further. I guess I have to go through the exit. Into the eyeballs. Yes, I do. Another iconic liminal space image, just like all the houses and this like scene that the photo, I mean the photo, join me, I'm home now. This photo is like, you know, with all the houses and like with the playground and stuff, kind of reminds me of like, if you've ever played on a playground as a kid, like one of those, what are they called, like townhome communities. It kind of feels like this, because all the houses just look the same, and you're just kind of surrounded by like infinite of the same building. It's very specific, but if you know, you know. Oh no, I'm skydiving. That's pretty cool. All right, so that was my playthrough here, and really good, real short, but this was probably one of the best liminal space games that I've played. I think that it doesn't try to do anything too fancy, you know, it gets you in the atmosphere, you know, has this kind of vague story going on that doesn't really have a satisfying conclusion, but the whole point of like WEIRDCORE and liminal spaces is there isn't supposed to be a conclusion, I guess, if that makes sense. So just like having that mysterious vagueness of the WEIRDCORE, like you don't know what story is being told in any one given image, with like that like red text that's common to these accompanying images, I guess. But what I'm trying to say is that this game, it's vague on purpose, and it executed it really well. And the aesthetic in general, I feel like, was really nailed here. Really gives you a good sense of scale, and it's a nice short game, so it doesn't really overstay its welcome. You know, it lets you get immersed, but you don't have to search every, I guess, nook and cranny to find some item to progress or something like that. But anyways, thank you for watching my playthrough, and I will see you guys next time I upload.